What are we talking about? We're talking about Patema Inverted. Patema, Patema, whatever. It's like a really interesting and not directly ripping off Romeo and Juliet version of Upside Down. Some of you may notice there's some similarities between Patema Inverted and that kind of junky Kristen Dunst movie that came out not too long ago. Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Yes. But one is a better version of the other. And let's be honest, there's only so many things you can do with the upside down scenario. There's really only so many things you can do. The whole let's use one another's gravity to get around thing, that should always happen because frankly, that's what anybody would do. Because that's fucking really smart. Let's be honest, that's really fucking smart. And now you're this perfect cross between Luigi and Princess Toadstool. So not only can I jump really high and float, but I can do that for a really long time and kind of drift down safely. Which is nice. And it's just a movie. It's less than 2 hours. This thing is really involving, really fast-paced, and really done well. It's most extreme, it's PG. There's nothing wrong with being kid-friendly and deep, and it kind of proves it. This is one of those perfect all-ages movies. It just so happens to be animated. For the most part, you're looking in on this girl named Patema, who's some sort of princess in some underground mountain. They don't really go into what they're actually in. A little more backstory would help. But she's an adventurer and explorer, and she wants to basically find the truth. And the truth of the matter is, there's another world that exists outside of her own, and to them, she's fucking upside down and falling towards the sky. And I understand why she would be freaking out. Because I totally would be. I would be freaking the fuck out. There's no ground. I'm gonna drift off into space and die. That's terrifying. I get it. And as Patema is falling towards the sky, she basically runs into AG. They meet. One of them is upside down. That whole thing kind of plays out the way it would. That's not the interesting part. The interesting part is finding out the truth, which is interesting. And man, is that animation good. The animation style's a little simple, but I think that just helps you see them because the backgrounds are super detailed and super intricate. So you're not oversimplified characters, but there's a contrast between the two. And it works. It works. It looks good. If the movie has a weak point, its weakness is the thing you really want to know about, they never really go into, which is the accident that made the world that is the movie that you watch. When the movie starts, the accident's already happened, and it was generations ago. According to them, it was generations ago, and you don't really know what exactly happened. They kind of give you there was an experiment, things went wrong, and gravity got fucked. And that's about all you get. A bunch of people and a bunch of buildings went up, and I kind of wanted to know what the fuck. I kind of just wanted to know. The story is done very well. There's a total resolution. The only problem is there's not enough underlying information. Because without the underlying information, it's just this piece that's missing. It's honestly just this piece that's missing, because otherwise it's a really perfect movie. Just this one little thing. Honestly, if there was like a prequel, I know there's like a 4-episode thing, but that's really just the beginning of the movie. There needs to be a prequel which directly deals with the experiment and how it went wrong, or why it went wrong, or something. Just give us a little something. That's all it needs. This will make you want to watch it a second time. You'll want to watch it again after your first viewing. Because once you've sat through it once, you have information, you want to watch it again, you want to compare notes. You do. And you want to check out some of the nuances that you might have missed. Like who Crazy Guy is talking to at the very beginning. Because at the end of the movie, you know, and you're like, shit. Fuck. And the voice acting is good, pretty much either audio track, so have fun. Just watch it. Pick one. This is not bad. There are some very appropriate uses of the music, but for the most part, the music's just kind of background music, which was a little drawback. Just a little bit. You can watch this with anyone. Little kids, experienced anime viewers, you can watch this with anyone. they'll probably enjoy it. Probably. I did. The backstory thing. Honestly, just tell me. Just tell me what happened a long time ago. That's the only thing that's needed. In the long, long ago, in the before time, that's all we need. That's all we need. If that was there, this would be like 20% better easy to fill in that what happened way back when. And then you would know, and then you'd be like, okay, I get it. And then when the end comes, it wouldn't quite be as confusing because there's a little bit of confusion, and I kind of get it. My official rating and my unofficial rating system, totally watch-worthy. You should check it out. You make your friends watch it, get their opinion, but totally, at least check it out. This is AniView by Dave. I, of course, am Dave. If you have any questions, comments, confusion, suggestions, put them below, and I will get back to you. See you next time. You hopefully right side up, motherfuckers. So you better have seen the movie at this point, because if not, I'm going to ruin this shit for you. Here's what happened. In the year 2023, it just shows 23, so I'm assuming 2023. There was some sort of energy experiment which reversed gravity, but only for a certain area and the people inside of it. They don't go into that, but I'm assuming that's the area where the gravity research was going on. So a lot of the people sucked up into the sky should have been people working on the project. I'm assuming they don't go into that, so that's one of those things we don't know. You as a viewer, you got to piece this together. What we do know is the people inside the structure, the people inside Iga, whatever, who are the inverts, quote unquote, are descended from the scientists who got pulled up but weren't falling towards the sky. You get me? You follow me? These are Patema's people. Patema's people are still orientated correctly with the right gravitational pull on them. They're just stuck in the sky in this thing that is Iga, whatever shape it is. But the people who live on Iga, who assume Patema's people are inverted, are actually the people who are upside down and inverted. They're the ones who got sucked up into the sky. But they don't realize they're in the sky because they're so high up in the sky, there are clouds between them and the ground. And all those stars AG is looking at is the city or something. They don't go into what's down there. They kind of crash, and it's like a giant factory. I don't know what's happening down here, but there's no people. But there's a bunch of fucking lights, so we don't know what's going on. But these are the stars that he has been staring at, because he's been staring at the ground, because he's upside down. That's the secret. He's upside down. This weird military police society, they're fucking fucked because they think they're on Earth and people fall up because they're sinners. This is stupid. That's stupid, and he flat out says that's dumb. Patema Inverted is definitely borrowing from all the really good parts of Ghibli. Seriously, it's like upside down Laputa, and she's like steampunk upside down Nausicaa. Kinda, yeah. There's a lot of similarities that can be derived, and the lack of explanation of what happened in the past and what they're really in right now. You can't just passively watch it, at least the very first time. There's no passive watching because you need to pay attention, or else there's things that you will miss that don't help the missing information aspect of the movie. Right? That information that's missing, if you're not paying attention, that's just going to get that much larger and make you kind of not want to watch it. Kinda. You should, because it's pretty good. Absolutely. Kid friendliness and all. It's pretty good. Sure.